Hello, and welcome to another update video on XRP. In the previous video I shared with you earlier today also the larger time frame chart. In this video I just really want to focus on the smaller time frame. No need to repeat the larger time frame again. I think we all know, hopefully you all know, what the assumption is, that we go higher towards $5 plus. That of course hasn't changed. We haven't even broken upper support, which is great. And now we want to talk about the short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios here. Now, what happened here on the XRP chart is that the thesis is still that a third wave top there. Could also be an A wave, but for now, I'll call it the third wave, which retraced into a support zone between 275 and 295, and 275 held. So that was the key level that needed to hold to kind of keep the overall upside momentum alive, the uptrend, the large uptrend. It's an important level, this 275 level. It's the 50% retracement at normally what we would call like the maximum, right, in a fourth wave. Well, it did hold support, so that's pretty good. We also need to say that we have a 5-wave move up from the low as well. So I do have a micro 5-wave pattern to the upside, which indicates the next leg up could have started. Now that might mean it's on its way to $5 plus. Well, first of all, there are other resistances, right? Like for example, 384. We've got 435, and then we can enter at some point here the $5 region. But there's a long way. There's a lot of work required to actually get there. It's a long way to go. It can also be that this is just an A wave and a B wave and a C wave. So we're forming basically just an ABC structure to the upside. And then we go down. So a larger ABC. So what happened here in small ABC could turn into a larger ABC. I cannot rule that out, of course, right? How could I? I mean, not a prophet, right? But that would tell us where the risk is. Because we have a micro 5-wave move up, I would lean towards higher prices, at least in the short term. Now, don't get me wrong. Higher prices doesn't mean in a straight line. It means with a 5-wave move up, I'm generally looking for higher, and I'm watching for further higher prices, and the price would ideally hold above the recent low, hold above the August low. And that means the next pullback should be a B wave or a wave 2, and from there we can then focus on higher prices, right, in a C wave or a third wave. So overall, still tracking higher prices, therefore, but the risk of the white scenario is still there. Where that C wave could end depends really on how high the B wave goes, and B waves don't really have targets, could technically even overshoot, so we might never break back below the August low. So that could really be a meaningful low, especially due to the micro 5-wave move up. Next, structural resistances here around the $3.06 area. We're currently trying to break above. Next resistance above is then located at around $3.18 and then $3.33. These are the next key resistance levels that matter and that likely should be reached if this wave count is correct. If the next pullback is corrective in nature, that means a 3-wave move down and we hold a higher low, then this should be a nice setup for at least a C wave up, but probably even the third wave up, which could then send us higher towards $4, $5 plus. That means in the very short term, the focus is on some signals that the price is starting the next pullback. I mean, for now, there is no sign that this is happening. A little bit further strength to the upside would actually be helpful, would be very constructive, but I will have to adjust this support zone with the price as we still go higher, and micro support is currently between $2.80 and $2.95. So yeah, that's the update on XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also feel free to join us on X for additional updates. There are many additional updates you find here, including also some video updates that we don't publish on YouTube and much more. Check it out. I'll leave a link in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.